Hey folks, and welcome to some post-commentary. The footage you're about to see is old. It was recorded in 2021, it's only being released now in 2025. It doesn't necessarily represent me as a person or as a YouTuber anymore. Some of it might, some of it mightn't. I just ask for your forbearance for any rough patches you may find. I found a few in my checking of it, and I've excised them, but there's so much footage to check through that I wouldn't be able to get it all. So some will doubtlessly have slipped past. So just hope for your tolerance and your understanding. Till next time, folks, I do hope you've enjoyed. I'll let Past Me take over. You'll be hearing from me again. There's plenty of this footage.
Hello, folks. Apologies for the abrupt end to the last set. I was rather off. OCD thing. Pain in the ass. Don't even want to acknowledge it because I can feel it flaring. And I would prefer to forget. Yeah, it's kind of flaring now. Oy. It's materializing as physical pain, stabbing just above my dick. It's like groin, is that the region? Above dick, below belly button. Just like stabbing there. It's not nice. Still have the fan on because I'm dying. Oi. So I just wandered over here. I can do the tutorial race now. That's of interest. Ah. Toy Raban over there. Simcock! Cock simulation! There's an audio recording of like a guy reading a post about cock and ball torture. And someone put it to like some grown up to some Tuhu character. So normally the old Tuhu characters are kind of young, but it was more of a older looking one. I want to say it could be the Bird Girl reporter, but I'm not sure. And put that voice to it. It's only for a couple of seconds, and she hucks a ball into a guy's junk. It's actually kind of hot. Not the ball thing, just the two character, even with the dude voice. Actually kind of hot. So I've never been able to find it afterwards. So if you know where, what, when, why, let me know, please. Okay, Aor is the time. It's 6:30 in the morning. Jeez. I think maybe Aor is the time. It's Japan time. I'm not sure. Do 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 do. Damn. Took me a moment to notice it. Fortuna provides. Ah. Just shy of 5,000, because I missed that one earlier. Da 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 da. Ace. Da 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 da. Also, the sabotenders can talk, apparently. Come one, come all. Ooh, here's someone. Hello there. Have I noticed anything out of the ordinary? Ask. Well, now that you mention it, what does that have to do with the incident bot? My colleague who works at the Cactopod board mentioned that his uniform had gone missing. It's scarce to believe it. The man's a veteran and as careful as anyone I know. We're instructed to guard his outfits with our lives, you know. My colleague doesn't find his soon. Master Roland is like to give him a chewing out I could never believe. So yeah, someone's after stealing the costume, their outfits. Because presumably it's like not only are the outfits expensive, like that, this place is very ritzy and more than a little gaudy. They probably put a lot of money into it. And it's also a security tip. Ah, perfect. It's a security issue because it's glass right there. Again, someone was able to get behind the counter just because they wore one. Floating shield. Given its sheer size, we believe Thief has hidden the stolen horn somewhere around the premises, so it's time to take range to smuggle it out. But for the life of me, I can't find the goddamn thing anywhere. Makes sense. If the horn's huge, dude. I want to hide it somewhere. Can I jump on these? Basically, I know. I just feel like this platforming bit is just like staring right at me. No collision on them. So if we look around hard enough, we may just find the horn. Probably can't get in and out of the dam. But yeah, the horn must be around here somewhere. And over there seems glaringly obvious. But I suppose it's not really somewhere you could just casually walk up, is it? But it's just I can't get up there, so it makes me more pissed off about it. So yeah, if we walk around hard enough, I'm sure we'll find something. We all know you did. Why not confess and save us all some trouble? So your adventure master role and dragged into this, eh? Let's get all you like. We're sure we got the right man. Sorry to someone nothing. Why won't he believe me? Where should I start? I swear these are new. Yeah, they definitely are. Maybe they're just here for the event. Oh. That's annoying. Okay, here's this guy. Maybe we have something juicy enough for him now. Happy Human flat out ignored a friendly invitation, went off to chocolate races alone, you say? That's something you don't hear every day. Never known the man to say no to anyone. Why, one time a new recruit started calling him Maya Peepee. And he didn't even bat an eyelash. The contrary just went along with it like his new favourite nickname. Since then, all newcomers are taken to call him Master Maya Peepee. And Peepee Maya is as happy as a chocolate getting scratched behind the ears. To think he turned a deaf ear to one of his subordinates. That's a juicy rumour if I ever heard one. Cacti. Oh damn, went to the wrong one. Wonder Square West. I haven't been here much, so I don't have a great frame of reference. According to customer, he briefly left his post to show guests around the fort. As far as witnesses could see, no other staff came to fill the post during his absence. Maybe we could find the brother. He's a recruit, but I think he's the guy that got ignored. Yeah. The Moogle's something. Oh, the Moogle's paw. It's the machines down there. Frantic attendant. Perfect. Ah, it's the guy whose outfit was stolen. Shush. If you lost your wits, don't say that so loud. If anyone heard I misplaced my uniform, well, they'll be housed to... I should probably quite that myself. Needs to say those uniforms are issued to official Gold Sorcerer staff only. But not wearing them, we're instructed to guard them as if our lives depended on it. For to get out, I lost mine. Just before I checked with the cleaning staff to make sure it wasn't accidentally disposed of somehow. The man said he'd seen nothing, nor any articles of code had been delivered to us and found. Where could my uniform have gone? Random person. You kind of have to comb around places repeatedly, because it seems like characters pop in as you learn shit. You carefully survey the area. You sense that something it's currently hidden to your gaze was visible from a different... You have the sense that something currently hidden to your gaze was visible from a different angle. Or are you simply imagining things? We can't see the guy at the other side. This dude's in the way. So if something was happening over there... I don't know. Never did have a look in the card hall. No, nothing in here. We'll play Elmer again. Yo, Elmo. Really? Ooh. When a card is played, if two more on sides are touching other cards, and the sum of the ranks on the touching sides are identical to sums on the other touching sides, the cards are flipped. I have no idea how that works. I still don't get it. Yeah, I don't get that. Aww. They're both just sitting at the wrong place. It's kind of cute. Just so nervous. Ah, Roland. Sometimes I think the understation here, so before several gaze upon the Battle of the Bulge. Sometimes I think the owner stationed me here just so I'll be forced to ever gaze upon the battle of the bulge being waged beneath that shimmering statue's small clothes. Terrible. The statues here, he's been sexualized and degraded. Terrible, terrible. Oh. Have you seen Pippin Maya? He's, one of the Brassways investigating theft for us, but he's no stranger to Gold Saucer. I've seen him at the chalkboard races more than once. Sure that's not his brother. They're spitting an image each other, and I hear it's the brother who's the regular patron here. You can say he can rack up to MGP like you wouldn't believe. His brother, you say? Didn't know I had a brother. From what I saw, they could almost be twins. Ha! Someone needs to get around a bit more, it seems. Anyhow, the brother's regular here if I ever saw one. Seeing the sheer single-minded devotion with which he attacks those games, I reckon he's got his eyes on an exclusive prize. All pieces of the puzzle? I want to still try and climb up here. Because it's just like, okay, something's hidden. So it's just like, this is a place you can climb. So maybe somehow it's up here. Damn it. My inability to just go up this one step is killing me. Ooh, fashion. I'm trying to do jumps diagonally because I feel it cooperates better. Ah, made it to the top. Evasive? I don't know that word. Ah, there you are. Observing from afar, I couldn't help but notice just how thorough you've been in your investigation. Pray tell, do you believe you've arrived at truth? Okay, can I? Let me just go and see if I can't get that thing to pop up again saying that I've gotten all the hints. I want to confirm it. Okay, yeah, it's the brother who did it. He stole the attendant's uniform. So he seems to have had an accomplice who lured him away, who lured the another attendant away, the prize counter attendant away. And since it was a Lalafell, no one would have seen him. If he could get behind the counter, no one would have seen him. In fact, that's actually emphasized here. There's a Lalafell right here. See how tall he is? Or even this player Lalafell here. You wouldn't see him. They can't work behind the counter. And they wouldn't need to jump the counter. They can literally walk under it. At two different points. Here and over there. So, Lalafell could easily just walk here and around. Or in here. Just slip in here and through. There's enough of a hustle and bustle, the attendants mightn't even notice. And in fact, that guy was aimed there, that guy was aimed there. The Lalafell would just have to slip in here and to the left, and he's at the prize counter. So the brother of the cop has an accomplice who lured the attendant away. He lured the attendant away. Whoa. Dramatic entry. So, Pipiyama, his brother, had an accomplice, lured the attendant away. The brother, in disguise as the attendant, went in and got the horn. And now is secreted away. Till the pressure is lifted. Till the investigation and the heat's gone. Which his brother is managing. And is pointing at this guy. So the brother could be the accomplice. Or is simply, trying to protect his family. Remember, the brother can't say no to anyone. So the brother could very well, quite easily be in on it. But yeah, it's the cop brother could be in on it. The gambler brother, he's likely the one who did it. Had a friend or otherwise, lured the human away. Hiren or whatever. The Hume. Lure him away. Then he goes in disguise as an attendant, or maybe he himself lures the attendant away and sends the accomplice in to get the horn, and then he just goes about his business while the attendant gets blamed for it. Sorry, my mind's a little scattered, so I'm just like... Eh. Truly, in that case, by all means, let us share your deductions with the others. Captain Delance, I thank you for allowing me to oversee the proceedings. By the power invested in me by Lord Mandeville, I promise to consider well all the evidence at hand and render fair judgment regarding this unfortunate incident. I trust this is acceptable to you. I see no reason to object. After all, we only wish to arrive at the truth, same as you. Master Taladros, I trust that you two have no objections to my participation here. Very well, let us begin. Captain Delance, pray summarize details of the incident for us once more. Got it. A few bells ago, Subtender Imperador horn went missing from the Gold Sorcerer's prize vault, located behind the main counter. It was noticed by a sharp-eyed attendant, whose shift followed that of Hugh. The thorough questioning of all witnesses in the area at the time revealed no other persons, attendant or customer alike, were seen behind the counter at the time. Investigating our records, we further learned he was arrested once for petty crime for being employed as sorcerer. We've named him a primary suspect, and an interrogation is being conducted as we speak. That is all. Thank you, Captain Delance. Master Taladros, O'Leary has informed me that you too have been investigating the matter on our behalf. Any objections to Captain Delance's testimony? They don't really have any proof that he did it. To be fair, we don't have any proof and someone else did it either. He was once did petty theft, and that's it. That doesn't necessarily mean he'll do it again. And they never even clarified the specifications of his petty theft. Think of it this way. At least in the sales pitch for the Gold Saucer, they employ many people who are in destitute positions. Maybe the petty theft he committed was bread to feed a starving family, you know? It's not a crime of greed, but a crime of survival necessity. So they're holding him wanting to live against him. Good, I'm not muted. I was scared I was. But, so yeah, it's... yeah. There, just need to take a quick drink of water. And similarly, think of it this way. As with the gambler brother, having a brother in the cops, he may have actual access to the records. So he may have been able to know that that one guy committed theft before. So if I steal on his shift, he'll be blamed and there'll be less pressure on me. So, Just to explain, the witness says that they saw no one else go behind the counter. In absence of any other potential suspects, it stands to reason that he is the culprit. Oh, then let's proceed next topic at hand. I convince he's the thief. Have you uncovered any evidence to lead you to believe otherwise? None of these options are great. I want to say just work with the evidence I have. I'm not a fan of these. This it seems to be the best one. It's true we haven't recovered yet, but it sure is a matter of time. Part of the evidence man is innocence. What exactly are you implying? Not sure, but it was worth a shot. I proposed the horn vanished in thin air. The horn was stolen while Hugh was still on duty. I see. For to say so with such confidence must have uncovered some convincing evidence indeed. Well now, I do believe we've come to hard matter. Master Taladros, if you would, just who do you believe is truly responsible for the crime? You know, I'm really not happy with these answers. I feel like I missed something. Just looking up a guide here. And that crashed. Yeah, I've made the wrong choice. Okay. Yeah, I went down the wrong path, so... Engage in slight shenanigans. One sec. I just quit the game. I'm not sure if there's another way around to the right answer. But it just... I'm getting obsessive. No, it's like I have to do it right, I have to do it right. There might be a way around to it. But I can't save and reload. You know, it's it's fussy. Oh, you can apparently do it again. You can probably do it go another way, maybe get the right answer, but I don't want to take that risk. I want to do it right, you know? I don't want to have to run around the area again. They're also kind of crummy at their work. Like, they just interrogate the one guy, and that's it. They just decide on the crook and just hassle him, rather than trying to, okay, we'll find evidence. They don't even look around to find evidence to put pressure on him. No, they just, okay, it's this guy. What? How could you possibly know that? One of the attendants' uniform. There's always a true culprit. One of the attendants' uniforms has gone missing. What's this you say? Oh ho. Okay, I went wrong on the first one, which meant I didn't get the right second one. The next two were right, though. Where's the horn? There we go, now I got this answer. It's you, Maya. Me? Is this some kind of joke? I'm no thief, I'm an officer of the law. You'd best have some proof behind these accusations, or I'll have you hauled to the gaol faster than you can say Goddard Mandeville. Okay, so yeah, it is this. Sorry, now I'm just like, I have to keep checking my phone, make sure I'm not fucking it up. The stolen uniform was Lalafell-sized. And so what if it is? That is proof of nothing. We need to look around to see I'm far from the only Lalafell in this place. But come thinking, he has a point. Not all of us have a brother with eyes only for GPM. MGP. For MGP. But how do you know that? I mean, nonsense. I have an alibi, and the time theft happened I was at the Chocobo races. I even know I won myself a fortune as well. Ha! Joke's on you. Ask and 10 stared. They all remember me. I'm one of their best customers. My most sincere apologies, Master Maya PP. Ah, so the actual cop has been replaced. So the crook brother is actually pretending to be his cop brother. Did not think of that. I would honestly have thought that they would have been able to tell the difference enough. Like, the attendants got confused, but I'd have thought they would have realized he wasn't the cop guy. Like, the other cops would have noticed. Master my peepee, is this your idea of a joke? At least you could do is have the dignity to call a man by his proper name. What? Just the other day you told us that was your favorite nickname. Enough, Cispano. It would seem our game is up. Remarkable sleuthing, if I do say so myself. Of course, you're correct. Hugh is not the culprit. I am, or should I say we are. Master Pipi Maya, there's two of you? What's the meaning of this? You'd better have a good explanation for all of us. Again, sorry about just force quitting it there, but it was just like, there's no other way, and I got to do it right. I just gotta. Need my fix, man. I am Pipi Maya, the real one, that is. The man who's posing on me until a ruse revealed is my twin brother, Sasapanya. We also have another brother, some years younger than two of us. He's our pride and joy, sharp of mind and fleet of foot. Sadly, one day our dear brother was stricken with a rare and nigh untreatable malady. He was told he'd but moons to live, if that. Needless to say, Saspano and I were devastated. In the initial shock passed, we were left with one thought. To save the boy's life, at least we could make his biggest dream come true in the precious days he remained with us. Specifically, his dream was to sail across the heavens on his very own Sabotender Emperador. I knew of his wish quite well, having observed him eyeing its gorgeously succulent form long enough for my post and security duty. And so, in hopes of granting our dear sibling's dying wish, Hispano and I embarked on a single-minded quest to accumulate as much MGP as we could muster. Hispano, in particular, displayed quite aptitude for games, and soon became known as Sorcerer's most successful regulars. Coins accumulated rapidly and in great quantities, but our brother's condition was declining more starkly. We were racing against time and seemed destined to lose. It was that the idea came to us out of sheer desperation. To use the hustle and bustle of the festival as cover, sneak behind the counter and pilfer that which would make one ill-fated man's wildest dream come true. Dress played exactly as this insightful adventurer deduced. Little did I expect I would be found out before I could even sneak the horn past the guards. Indeed, it all makes sense now. My sincerest apologies, good sir. I think not only did we wrongly accuse you, but the true culprit, one of them at least, was one of our own. That's kind of happens when you half-ass your job. You just fixate on one suspect and not even fully investigate. Using your position and knowledge to secure officer to mastermind such a heinous act. How can you two even begin to comprehend the gravity of your crimes? I'll see you rot in the darkest gaol. Wait, I beg of you. Might I be allowed to speak for a moment? I come from a poor family of refugees. Brother graciously hired me as a social attendant. I lived alone with my mother. For years, it was a constant struggle to put food on our plates. We feared that every coming day might be our last. Often I would hear my mother sobbing at night, unable to hold the grief and pain she had inside for her son's sake. One day, her name day was approaching, and I had a thought. Once, for one day in her life, I'll do something that might bring a smile to her face. And so I got her a ring, or more accurately, I stole it. Regretted the act almost immediately, but it was too late. Soon apprehended. I was dismissed from my job as a labourer and was told I'd never find work in this town again. With not even the coin to buy a scrap of bread for tomorrow's breakfast, I fell into utter despair. My life, our lives were surely over, I was certain of it. It was then a kind soul reached out to me. Manderville himself? Yeah. That kind soul was none other than the very man whose gold ring I tried to steal. I speak of the owner of this gold sauce, for the one and only Lord Godbert Manderville. He is a pretty cool guy. I like him. Not a fan of the wife. I don't like the whole, like, oh, hardy, har. Domestic abuse is funny when it's woman on guy malark. But I quite like Manderville. His son is a bit of too much of an idiot, but he's charming enough. But Manderville, I actually quite like. Guy's a bit of an idiot, but he's got a good heart, and he does shit like this. He made me swear a promise he'll never return to Thievery again, and offered me a position as an attendant here if I would obey. I'm far from a wealthy man, but the remuneration had been more than enough to provide my mother and I with a better life than we could ever imagined. I was deeply wounded, of course, when I was judged by my less than upstanding history, wrongly branded a thief. I understand all too well that unfortunate circumstances do not justify turning to crime. Yet hearing Master P.P. speak just now, I can't help but feel for him. So I beg of you, while little that it may count, do not go overly hard on the man. Your plea has been heard, my good man. Captain Lance, if I might have the floor for a moment, I'll make a few propositions. People are saying he's the only goldsmith to have a combat limit break, canonly. That is just how high his stats are. Love him. Proposition number 1, in the capacity as my owner of Manderville Gold Saucer, I hereby gift to Papa Yam and Cespano's dear brother, one Sabotender Imperador on the house. The Orn was a gift, meaning no theft has taken place here today, thusly no crime for which you need to answer to the authorities. Can I have one too? Such boundless generosity. I want to go with the other one, but it's just like, As for you, Pipi Maya and Cespano, as I said, you do not need to answer to the authorities for what you did today. You will, however, answer to me. The words of Hugh here speak to me. In that light, I will make my second proposition. To answer for your actions and to repay me for my gift, propose that you serve a period of community service, to be performed under my direct oversight. Pipi Maya, you are to don a Senor Sabotender suit and serve as a caretaker's assistant in Children's Ward at Frondale's Frostery. There, you will do your best to provide succor and good cheer to the poor children who suffer as your own young brother does. Kind of a poetic thing. This, however, will require you to undergo strict training until such time as you're able to perform a perfect Senor Sabotender shimmy. Do you accept these conditions? Of course I do. With pleasure, Lord Manderville. Now, for you, Cespano, I dare say your knowledge and expertise regarding all things Gold Saucer rivals almost any in the realm. It's a shame to let that go to waste. And so I propose that you serve as a chaperone for those children suffering from symptoms less grave. Show them about the Gold Saucer, that their hearts might lighten. They might forget their pain for a time. I trust you have no objections, Captain Delance. I am but a humble sellsword in the Syndicate's employ, Lord Mandeville, and judgment you render, it is my honour and duty to see carried out. Indeed, he's technically their employer. Well, one of them. Manderville is part of the Syndicate. I was realizing earlier that he wasn't on the council. Remember when they were judging as to whether or not to help the Doma refugees? He wasn't there. He would have been all for it. There was kind of almost a stand-in for him. One guy there that was, he apparently took in Almayans, but he was meant to be more sleazy. He was like a sleazier Manderville. But yeah, I was thinking it was odd that he wasn't there, but I was thinking he might have kind of ruined the dramatic tension of the scene, given how he dresses. He's always in ever so tidy whities. It would have kind of ruined the dramaticness of the scene. But then again, maybe not all Syndicate members are on the Syndicate Council. He may be Syndicate, but he may not be High Council material. Again, remember, you can lose your Alden citizenship if you do charity, and you don't profit from it. So most IRL charities will be perfectly groovy, but yeah, if you don't, so while he is profiting here, maybe it's too charitable for their liking. Because he isn't fleecing the two guys for what they did. He's just wanting them to, like, okay, you're going to have to put on a costume and shimmy like your life depends on it. And, take care of kids at this sick children's hospital. You are going to take care of the less sick kids, guide them around the amusements here. He's not gouging them for all they worth. He even gave the sick brother the gift. So maybe he's too charitable for the Syndicate. I'm talking completely out my ass. Oh, very well then. I do believe we can consider this matter closed. Any bit of Manderville is beautiful. Someone was saying that, you know, whenever, like, they don't know the character, Manderville, but even before they'd, like, seen either the gold statues of him or something, they knew the character Fox. Oh, you can get up there. Knew it. Oh, it's part of an event. Ah. But yeah, oh, Stone, you're new. But yeah, it was just a funny way of putting it, and I love Manderville, that's all. It's simply incredible. Thanks to your peerless detective work, my dear friend's innocence has been proven and fair justice has been served to one and all. Lord Manderville granted Pibiyama and Sespano a brief reprieve before beginning their sentence. They might deliver the Sabbatender Imperador to their brother in person. Can only imagine how his eyes will be lighted at the sight. Truly, you've saved the day in more ways than one. Of us here at the Gold Saucer in your debt. As a token of my most sincere gratitude, I've prepared a special gift for you. Please claim it from my stern-faced colleague here. Is determined to see that you're duly rewarded for your efforts on its colleague's behalf. I was told I was going to get a card today. Oh, I already got it from the other guy. Ah, it's a bronze card that adds 5,000. Nice. Has informed me that you most graciously lent to us your aid in investigation.
Yeah, folks. I sounded grumpy there, didn't I? Don't know what that's about. Like, that's how I've been talking the whole time here. It's like I'm forcing it. But maybe it's the mic quality. But now I think it's me. I have no idea what that's about. I really don't.
1, 2. On behalf of old staff here at Manderville Gold Saucer, I thank you. We prepared it for you a token of our gratitude. Pray accept it from my colleague Gerge over at the entrance square. Greyhorn Redux, Heist Redux. Forgive me, I didn't mean to. Yeah. So yeah, I can go do that if I want, but I don't. I'm gonna go do Cliffhanger. I'm too late. In that case, let us walk to the entrance. Oh, remember the food I bought earlier? I have put it back up on the auction house to try and, oh, so I'm sending them after raptors now. Just put it back up on the auction house for 10,000 apiece. Probably too much, but it is an undercut over, undercut on other people. Let me guess, you're here to come rewarded. See? I'm a master sleuth just like you. But I jest. Heard it all from our lair. At any rate, here's a token of our thanks for your effort. May it serve you well next time you find your face. May it serve you well next time you find yourself faced with a perplexing case. Displaying ballroom etiquette, displaying displeasure. Vexed. An illustrated manual of how to project an air of frustration so vivid as to make the emotion itself visible to the naked eye. Objection!